'Cause it would take a whole lot of medication to realize what we used to have. We don't have it anymore. There's no religion that could save me. No matter how long my knees are on the floor. Oh, so keep in mind all the sacrifices I'm making to keep you by my side and keep you from walking out the door. 'Cause there'll be no sunlight if I lose you, baby. There'll be no clear skies if I lose you, baby. Just like the clouds, my eyes will do the same if you walk away. Every day it'll rain, rain, rain.
One thing I remember about Joseph is his hard work ethic in the gym, always pushing himself and wanting to put on more weights, but never being able to catch up to me.
ก็จะคิดถึงโจเซฟมากนะครับเพราะว่านักดนตรีที่เก่งที่สุดในทีมนมัสการของเรากำลังจะไม่ได้อยู่กับเราแล้วนะครับ
Hey guys, it's been great getting to know you guys over this period of time that we've had together. I'm really thankful for all that God's done in your lives. I think He's grown you both up to be men that are respectful and that in the future will do great things, regardless of what God calls you to do. I just want you to remember that, life is difficult, but God is bigger.
Joseph, here in our house, if there's a bug or a snake or anything else, we are pretty much guaranteed you're going to be the one that's going to pick the thing up or you're going to be the one that shoos it out the door. So I don't know what's going to happen when you're not here.
One thing that I'll remember about Joseph is the time when both Josh and Joseph came over to my house to play this really scary game that I had on my PlayStation. And I thought for sure that both of them would just poop their pants. It was so scary. Like, I barely finished it myself, and it's only like a 30-minute game, and I barely finished it without crying. And I thought for sure, man, this is going to be good. So when he got over, I had him wear like my surround sound headset and everything. It makes him feel like he's like really in the game. And me and Josh were just like so scared that we were just jumping like every second. But Joseph was just like unflinched. It was like rainbows and butterflies to him. I still don't understand to this day. Like, does he have a lack of sense of fear, or does he just have some ungodly amount of bravery? I don't know.
One thing I'll remember about both Josh and Joseph is the time when Bobby and I first came to Thailand in 2008, and there was a snake outside of Miss Kristen and Miss Betsy's house. And so all the kids ran down to see the snake, and they watched as John and Bobby wrangled this snake into a trash can. And Josh and Joseph both had the cutest things to say. Oh, I almost got it.
It's like using chopsticks.
Trying to use chopsticks on a live noodle.
Can you get under it better with this thing?
One thing I will remember about you, Joe first, and you play music very well, like everything, guitar, drum, bass, and help me a lot when I worship leader like this. And you play well in soccer, futsal too, and you can't stop running and kick hard like that and work hard and make me fun too.
The thing that I know the most about you is that you were prayed for, and that I spent the time with your parents and your family before you entered into their family, but they were praying for you. They were trusting God that He would bring about the perfect people, the perfect young people to be in their family. And so it's just been so sweet to see how God answered their prayers and how you and Mandy just became a wonderful part of their family. And I saw the joy that your parents had and their desire to adopt you. And I'm so thankful that I was able to be a part of that. So I know that God will continue to have a special plan for you as you go to this next phase in life.
One thing I will remember about Joseph is how good he is at memorizing melody of songs. After listening to it just once, he can play it fantastically. He is a wonderful guitarist, and one thing I will not forget about him is how stubborn he is. I told him to use the pick so many times, but he just never does.
One thing that I'll remember about you, Joseph, is that a few years ago your mom told me that you like to fix things, that you like to take electronics apart and put them back together. So one day Sophie's little toy radio stopped working and it had all these pre-recorded songs on them that we loved, and I loved it. And I thought it was hopeless that we were just going to have to throw it away, but I thought I was doing you a favor by just letting you play with it, take it apart and look at it. But you brought it back to me working perfectly. You fixed it. I was so impressed and excited that I continued to bring all of my broken things to you, and you continued to fix them. You are brilliant.
Joseph, I have so many fun memories of you and Robert building things together out of chopsticks and Legos and whatever you could find, and just your gift, both of you, your gift of music and your love for singing.
I'm a lot of breath. Okay. Well, we're gonna miss you guys. It's been short, but fun and sweet. I love it. That wasn't intended. Joseph, my brain will always be buffering, and I will always think of you when I'm struggling with my slowness. That's what I mean by that.
Because you are so mean to her. Always. Miss you guys. Hope you have fun.
Keep it real in America.
Eat lots of fried things. Gain lots of weight. Become fat kids. You'll be
Play
great.
some ball. Ball is life.
Joseph, what's up, man? This is Brandon Tedder. I'm sitting here in Lynchburg, Virginia, in my house, and I just wanted to congratulate you. I can't believe it's been 5 years since I've been there. And then it was 7th grade. And it was a great experience getting to teach you guys, and man, I really enjoyed your competitiveness when it came to sports, games, anything. It was definitely a good challenge for me, and I really enjoyed my time with you, and just seeing you mature into the young man that God wants you to be.
That I am thankful about Joseph is that we've always been able to mess around with Legos, and we've always been good friends. We've always played on the Xbox, and we've always had a lot of fun together.
One memory that I have of Joseph is the first time that we met. I was coming home from rugby practice, and I was super hot and red and sweaty, and I was kind of annoyed because I thought that I was going to be having to babysit kids all weekend after this tournament. But when I was introduced to such a kind-hearted boy, I was more than happy to spend the weekend getting to know him.
One thing that I'll always remember Joseph for is him always having a guitar in his lap. He's always been someone who has come in and played songs for whenever somebody needed him to play, and just appreciate his love for music and how he has poured his life into that. He one time he came over to my house and asked me for 2 tablespoons of baking soda for his mother's recipe, and he went home and gave it to his mom, and she made cornbread with 2 tablespoons of baking soda instead of 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Anyway, I heard it was pretty inedible, but now I know Joseph knows the difference between baking soda and baking powder.
Thank you, Joseph, for teaching me BBS.
One thing I will remember about Joseph is playing futsal with him and kicking him in the leg.
One thing I remember about Joseph is how he would always come over when I was little and immature and build like the most amazing creations out of like 3 sticks and 2 rubber bands.
When I think about Joseph, I think put away everything in my house that works, that I don't want him to take apart, and put out all the things that are broken. Because when Joseph Hunt comes into your house, things will be taken apart. And they'll be attempted to be reassembled, but maybe not always. And so I think about every time you came to our house and you and Robert would scheme out some new life-changing mechanism, machine, invention, and then I'd see the parts of that, and I never really saw the actual life-changing invention happen. But it's just great to take things apart and to see your mechanical mind through, not really having been taught, but just you figured it out, and I think that's a great gift. Joseph, I think with you, the thing I remember, I'll think about the most is a compassionate guy who was interested in other people. She would come to me and want to know how I'm doing and what's going on with me. And that always surprised me coming from a teenager. But then I also think there's this kind of focus you have sometimes, whether it's playing soccer and wanting to win or wanting to play well. And I think those things, as you learn to grow those up, I think those will be great for you, to hold on to the compassionate, sensitive side, to fan into flames the focus, and to have God be the center of that. I look forward to seeing you grow into a godly man.
One thing I remember about Joseph is walking into the living room and seeing him play the guitar, and I remember thinking, oh man, I wish I could play like that.
Many things that I will remember about you, Joseph. You're very good at playing music, you play soccer very well, and you like to teach me about the share, so it makes me aware of when I see things to share. And you will put the headphone and say da 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 da. That I don't even know what you're saying, but you always make people laughing and bring the smile.
Hey, the one thing I remember about Joseph is the way he scaled up the mountain of Pukradun without any effort at all. And I was quite jealous of that.
Hi, Joseph. One thing I will remember about you is how well you can play guitar.
พี่มีความทรงจำเกี่ยวกับโจเซฟคือวันนั้นยางรถมอเตอร์ไซค์พี่มนรั่วแล้วโจเซฟเป็นคนเติมลมให้พี่รู้สึกประทับใจมากค่ะเพราะว่าโจเซฟเป็นคนมีน้ำใจมาก
Joseph, one thing I will miss about you is your creative personality. From drawing to taking photographs to decorating, you're very talented and very creative, and so that's one thing that we will miss about having you around. Also, I will miss seeing your sweet, welcoming face and your genuine concern for how I'm doing on church every Sunday. Some of my favorite memories with you is when we stayed with your family when we first came to Thailand, and my favorite part of the day is when we had to clean up the dishes and you guys would just turn on the music and break into song. It was pretty sweet to have a little choir session every night. That was one of my favorite things. Another fun memory that I have of you guys is when we went to shoot airsoft guns and you were the only person the whole time that I shot. I was really excited. but really, you were really good, and that was just probably luck on my half.
เฮ้ยจอร์จโจพี่ยุทธพูดภาษาไทยนะพี่ยุทธอยากบอกขอบคุณจอร์จกับโจนะครับที่ให้กำลังใจพี่ยุทธในการเป็นคุณครูพี่ยุทธรู้สึกดีใจที่ได้สอนฟุตบอลจอร์จกับโจแล้วก็ได้รู้จักจอร์จกับโจมากขึ้นครับก็หวังว่าที่จอร์จกับโจไปเรียนต่อที่อเมริกาก็หวังว่าจอร์จกับโจจะทำให้คุณครูทุกคนตื่นเต้นที่จะสอนจอร์จกับโจด้วยเช่นกันนะครับก็ทุกวันเสาร์ตอนเที่ยงบ่ายโมงพี่ยุทธคงคิดถึงจอร์จกับโจมากๆครับรักทั้งสองคน
One thing I'll remember about Joseph is the time his family came to eat dinner at our house, and Joseph was in charge of doing the barbecue. He decided to use this lovely fan of ours in order to get the fire really started, and he melted this beautiful center right here. And now, every time that I use this fan, I will think of Joseph.
One thing I remember about Joseph is he would always come over and build awesome Lego ships.
Joseph, I'm excited. Congratulations. You've made it. You've worked really hard, and there have been many days of working through all kinds of things, math problems and English and history, but now you've made it and you're getting ready to embark on a journey here in the States. I wish you the best and praying for you. Please call me anytime that y'all need to talk to somebody who understands life in Thailand and on our team. And I pray that you would continue to just rely on God's word as he strengthens you and guides you in this season.
One thing I remember about Joseph is he made BBS fun and exciting.
One thing I'm going to miss about Joseph is his passion and laughter, and also just his ability to pick up the guitar. I guess it's more than one thing. Let's just listed out 3 things, but to be able to pick up the guitar and play it, help us lead worship, help us at Christmas time. But Joseph, you're very talented. You have a lot of passion.
สำหรับโจเซฟนะครับโจเซฟก็เป็นคนที่น่ารักนะครับเป็นคนที่สนุกสนานนะครับแล้วก็อีกหนึ่งสิ่งที่เราจะไม่พูดถึงเลยไม่ได้นะครับสำหรับผมเนี่ยโจเซฟเป็นคนที่มีความสามารถหลากหลายด้านมากเท่าที่ผมเห็นก็เป็นร้องเพลงเป็นเล่นกีตาร์เล่นเบสนะครับล่าสุดก็เล่นกลองนะครับแล้วก็โจเซฟเนี่ยเป็นหนึ่งในนักเรียนของผมที่ทำให้ผมทึ่งนะครับเพราะว่าเขามีความสามารถที่ยอดเยี่ยมนะครับไม่ว่าจะเป็นระยะเวลาช่วงสั้นๆที่เราได้เรียนนะครับด้วยการที่ผมได้สอนเขานะครับก็วันนี้โจเซฟก็จะย้ายไปอยู่ที่อเมริกาแล้วนะครับก็ขอให้โจเซฟใช้ชีวิตอยู่ที่นู่นอย่างมีความสุขนะครับแล้วก็ถ้ามีเวลาก็แวะกลับมาเที่ยวที่ไทยบ้างนะครับแล้วเดี๋ยวเราเจอกันนะครับ
One thing I remember about Joseph is that children would always like to play with him that are around my age, especially Caleb. And about the hilarious jokes that he likes to make from time to time.
One thing I remember about Joseph is that I was always asking, "Where's Joseph?" And Coleman always said, "Oh, he's grounded because he didn't do his schoolwork."
Hello, Joseph. I thank God very much to know you and to be your friend. Play drum and bass together and play futsal together. I hope you enjoy when you go to USA and study. God bless you. I will miss you. Good. Yes. Farewell.
A memory I have of Joseph is being in the Hunt's car, and there was this miniature woven wreath thingy made out of vines that was sitting in there, and Miss Melody was going to throw it away. And so she was like, "Here, Asia, you can have this." I was like, "Oh, this looks kind of cool. Looks like somebody made it." And she was like, "Yeah, Joseph made it." And I still have it because I just think it's so pretty and cool. It makes me think of content.
3 things that I will remember about you. One is hearing you sing Casting Crown song, "If We Are the Body." and you sang "If We Are the Body." I think you were transitioning in your English there. Secondly, I think I will always remember how hard you swing a baseball bat, and also how hard you kick a soccer ball with that special kind of, side kick, and it goes pretty hard into the goal. And lastly, I will remember how much of a kid magnet you are, and how much the kids love you. Our kids love playing with you, even when you drop some of them on their heads.
The thing I'm going to remember about you, Joseph, is when you came to Thailand for the very first time and you were just learning how to speak English. The first week you were here in Thailand, the only word you would use is hot. Hot, hot. Joseph is hot. And I thought that was so funny.
One thing I remember about Josh and Joseph is they would do the craziest things with Robert. One time they came over and attached one wheel of a little baby bike and attached that to another bike and then rode it around the double bike contraption they made.
One thing I will always remember about Joseph is that sometimes when we play football that he rolls even further than the ball. And that when he plays football he shoots so incredibly hard, and sometimes, just sometimes, the ball even gets close to the goal.
Joseph, I just want to let you know how much I appreciate you, and the things that I remember most about you is just how you were always willing to hang out and spend time with Caleb. And I know that Caleb will miss you. I just thankful for you, and just know that I'll be praying for your future. And I know that these are some exciting times, and also maybe some times where you're kind of worried. And so I know that the Lord will be there with you. He promises us that He's always with us. So I'll be praying for you. Our family will be praying for you, and we love you. And so thankful for your life, Joseph.
สำหรับโจเซฟนะคะถ้าจะคิดถึงอะไรเกี่ยวกับโจเซฟก็คงเป็นเรื่องความหล่อของโจเซฟนะคะเพราะว่าโจเซฟก็เป็นสไตล์ที่สาวๆไทยหลายๆคนจะชอบนะคะแล้วก็เห็นว่ามีหลายคนเป็นแฟนคลับของโจเซฟนะคะไม่ว่าจะเป็นสาวไทยที่อายุมากแล้วแต่งงานแล้วมีลูก3คนอย่างพี่กิตนะคะหรือแม้แต่เด็กเล็กๆนะคะอย่างอัญญานะคะก็รู้ตัวตั้งแต่ตอน2 ขวบแล้วนะคะว่าโจเซฟหล่อนะคะ
โอ้ย
ก็ไปเรียนที่อเมริกานะคะก็รักพระเจ้ามากๆนะคะให้สมกับความหล่อที่พระเจ้าให้นะคะแล้วก็อย่าเจ้าชู้นะจ๊ะ
สิ่งที่จะคิดถึงสำหรับโจเซฟก็น่าจะเป็นเรื่องของกีตาร์เพราะว่าก็โจเซฟช่วยพี่ตองเยอะเหมือนกันที่จะเรียนกีตาร์ฝึกกีตาร์ก็หวังว่าในอนาคตโจเซฟจะเล่นเก่งแล้วก็อัด YouTube มาสอนในอนาคตนะครับ
Yesterday, found myself in the city near Piccadilly. Don't really know how I got here. I got some pictures on my phone, new names and numbers that I don't know. Address to places like Abbey Road. Day turns to night, night turns to whatever we want. We're young enough to say, oh, this has gotta be the good life. This has gotta be the good life. This could really be the good life, good life. I say, oh, this feeling that you can't fight. The city is on fire tonight. This could really be a good life, a good, good life. To my friends in New York, I say hello. My friends in LA, they don't know where I've been for the past few years or so. Paris to China to Colorado. Sometimes there's airplanes I can't jump out. Sometimes please tell me what there's to complain about. When you're happy
Thailand will miss you.
Joseph, Thailand is going to miss you.
หวังว่าในอนาคตจะกลับมาเจอกันอีกขอบคุณครับ
Thailand will miss you, Joseph.
Thailand will miss you, Joseph.
Thailand will miss you, Joseph.
Thailand is going to miss you much. Our kids will miss you. And of course, our church will miss seeing you help lead worship.
Thailand's gonna miss you. Thailand will miss you.
I know Thailand will miss you. God bless you.
Thailand will miss you, Joseph. Bye.
I will miss you and Thailand will miss you.
I'm gonna miss you guys a whole lot. I'm gonna miss hanging out with Joseph, playing music. You guys have been awesome, and I'm very blessed to have you in my life.
Thailand is going to miss you, and we're going to miss you too.
Thailand will miss you. Don't forget.
Thailand will miss you, Joseph.
Thailand will miss you, Joseph.
Yeah, Thailand will miss you, Joseph. See you, buddy.
Thailand gonna miss you, boy.
จะคิดถึงนะคะแล้วก็ขอให้คิดถึงเมืองไทยด้วยค่ะ
I will miss you and Thailand will miss you as well. Bye.
สาวๆที่ประเทศไทยจะคิดถึงโจเซฟจ้ะ
Thailand will miss you, Joseph.
Thailand will miss you, Joseph.
Thailand, we miss you, Joseph.
Thailand will miss you, Joseph, and I will miss you too. Bye.
Thailand will miss you.
Thailand will miss you, Josh and Joseph.
Joseph, Thailand will miss you, and I will miss you too.
Miss you, Uncle Joe.
Thailand will miss you, Joseph. Thailand will miss you, and we'll miss you guys. We love you.
Thailand will miss you, Joseph.
Thailand will miss you, Joseph.
So I'll miss you. Thailand will miss you, Joseph. And my working stuff will not miss you.
I think we will.
Sense of the fire. You know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I feel so good.